We are riding through the Baflaw thickets to get to F6, where we're going to see if we can pay to get access to the Alzadaal Undersea Ruins. I've done a little bit of wandering around out here off camera, not enough to be familiar with the areas, but I do seem to recall there being a cave entrance where the NPC would not let you through. Bunch of walking trees out here. I still remember when this expansion came out. I didn't spend much time out here, but I remember some of my level 75 friends telling me this place was very much Scaryville, even for a level 75. Stuff out here will even aggro you at level 99 as well, too. Oh, there's like a fire or something in the distance. Like a volcano. Okay, looks like this is the person we gotta talk to. So yeah, if I try to ride by them, we just can't proceed any further. Okay, so in order to get access, we need to trade one Imperial silver piece, which I believe we have 2 of those. Very well, you may proceed. Oh, this is cool. This is not what I was expecting at all. I was just expecting like another, filthy, dusty cave. So apparently in the past you could trade 3 Imperial Mithril pieces to that same NPC outside for a map. However, in present times, the map is available from NPCs that sell maps. Oh! And it looks like I already have a map. I must have just gone on a map buying binge and didn't even know what the maps were, like what the areas were or where they were. We can argue that I sometimes come prepared. Now apparently once we get a little deeper in here, we're going to get a cutscene, and then there's some other stuff that's worth doing in here as well. Gilded doors. Oh, here we go. Who dat? Wow, look at this place. Ooh, what's that? This place is not at all what I expected it was going to be. Tell me everything. Hey now. This is an ancient ruin you have the privilege to be in. Try not to disturb the... This is my first time in an ancient ruin. It's so exciting. Poor old Tatia is stuck in the factory all by herself, but lucky me gets to go on a field trip with Mr. Gatsad. Well, I'm glad to see you're taking an interest in the past. But if you keep up that ruckus, who knows what sort of unwanted attention you'll attract. Even with us here to protect you, some monster might snatch you away into the shadows. They've even employed mercenaries from Salahim Sentinels to patrol the ruins for dangerous beasts. Many alchemists have fallen prey to the legions of foul creatures that stalk these halls. You know how on moonless nights you can hear the roar of the sea and deep echoing through the darkness? That sound is really the wails of those lost alchemists as their spirits roam the ruins in despair. Rishvi, that's quite enough. The poor child is shaking in fear. Is that really true? Maybe you'll be the first to find out. You're lying. You're just being a big meanie weenie, you weenie. Amnaf, what do you see? Quiet. We're not alone. Mrpierso just strolls in. Country roads, take me home to the place. Oh? Hey, it's you! What are you doing down here? If you want to see the ruins, you should come along with us. Ah, yes, your PSC Wild badge. Ah, yes, your PSC Wildcat badge marks you plainly. Are you taking care of your automaton? Oh, hey, it's you again. I have not played Puppet Master yet, but I might someday. I'm assuming this is your first visit to the ruins. Perhaps it would benefit you to join our little tour. Mr. Gatsad was about to tell us about the Alzadaal civilization. These ruins have so many stories. What part of the ruins do you want to ask about? The windows, the pillars, the floor. The windows. You wish to learn about the windows. Look at those fish swimming around in there. I wonder what would happen if the windows broke. We'd probably all die. Like drown. Those fish are actually swimming in the waters of the sea and deep. Ooh, look at that thing. That's a little scary. It's like some Finding Nemo crap. We are currently on the bottom of the ocean, looking out at them. Those windows are under an incredible amount of pressure from the weight of the water. If the windows were to break, I'm afraid we'd be crushed in an instant. What is that sparkling light all over the glass? I've never seen anything like it. That is the glow of plasma oil. Ooh, isn't that the same oil we use in the automatons? That's correct. The windows of these ruins are actually membranes of plasma oil that repel the waters of the sea like giant bubbles. You mean it just bounces off? You could put it that way, yes. But these barriers have been in place for hundreds of years. I highly doubt they'll give way anytime soon. A truly astonishing feat of technology. However, the only reason these membranes hold is due to a constant supply of plasma oil. Someday this supply must run out, and when it does... Are you trying to scare me too, Mr. Gatsad? I'm not sure I want to stay here much longer. The pillars. Ah, you've touched upon an interesting area. But it is not the shape of the pillars that is so fascinating. Any person with a basic knowledge of archaeology would recognize the graceful, conical base and frail-looking central column. This design was often seen in the temples built during the reign of Emperor Alzadaal some 900 years ago. The fascinating thing about these pillars lies in the construction itself. There are markings that suggest a degree of rotation and elongation is possible. Why would they make a pillar like that? I wonder the same thing. I theorize that the architects of the structure wanted to incorporate a level of flexibility to compensate for the changes in water pressure. That's pretty clever. Should these technological marvels be understood in the near future, I hope to adapt their use to the field of automaton construction. Mr. Gatsad, I'm going to work real hard on my studies so I can help you. This is like a practicum for this little Taru here. More or less. The floor. The floor! Yes, it really is quite fascinating. Ooh, I wanted to hear about this. The elegant mosaics on the floor are designed with several different varieties of stones. One might say that these designs are symbolic of the prosperity of the Alzadaal dynasty. It's a shame we've lost so many of the arts of that age. What about this shining symbol on the floor over here? I'm sure I've seen this design somewhere before. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. That is a transport device not unlike the runic portals currently employed by the Empire. The Aht Urghan Archeological Research Institute has deemed these devices safe for use in their continuing investigations. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. So they still work even after 900 years? It's impressive that thing's still even on after 900 years. Yes, a curious fact. The A.A.R.I has been diligent in its efforts to remove all traces of dust and grime as they work through the ruins, but have not attempted any maintenance. There simply hasn't been a need. Probably run the risk of breaking something too if you tinker with the wrong thing. It's as if these ruins have been frozen in time. Not merely in appearance, but in all of its functions. I love mysteries. I bet the ruins were just waiting for us to rediscover them. You could be right, Abda Larabda. I think that's enough for one day. Time to return to the workshop. What, already? We just got here. We can't have poor Tatia mind the place all by herself, now can we? I suppose not, but you'll bring me here again, right? I promise. Rishvi, would you mind escorting young Abdel back to Alzabi? Aren't you coming with me? Not just yet. I have some things to discuss with this mercenary. Well, okay. See you later. Bye-bye. I suppose you're wondering why I asked you to stay. As you can see, I am also an alchemist affiliated with the Aht Urghan Archeological Research Institute. I often have cause to visit the ruins in this manner. Have you figured out what the A.A.R.I's true purpose is here in the ruins? The conservation of cultural heritage? The research of ancient civilization? These are merely facades. Looking to harness the technology here into some kind of a weapon, is my guess. The truth of the matter is, our organization is under orders from the Empress to locate the missing astral candescences. Yes, the candescence held in Alzabi is not the only one in existence. Oh. How much do you know about the astral candescence, Mr. Mrpierso? Enough that it's been popping up a lot, but I am definitely no expert. Not so much. The astral candescence is a national treasure that is set upon the astral plinth within Alzabi's Hall of Binding. Known as the astral wind, the infinite energy of the astral plane flows from this treasure, uplifting the Empire's citizens and granting them courage. It is the source of the Empire's prosperity. And yet, the candescence is also the catalyst for unending conflict as the beastmen hurl themselves against our defenses time and again in an effort to claim it. We receive the blessings of the candescence at the price of peace. The astral candescence was originally brought into the city to halt the spread of the Bastokan blight in the Empire. The Emperor of the time hoped to ease the suffering of his people and his nation. But there is more than one candescence. There are few that are aware of this fact. Through the research of various ancient texts and relics, we have verified the existence of 4 other candescences. If we can but find these missing treasures, there may be a chance to end this feudal conflict. This is the aim of the A.A.R.I. Okay. What do you say, Mr. Mrpierso? Will you aid us in our search? You wonder why I know your name? Well, we kind of met when I did the Puppet Master quest. It is not so surprising. I was the one who sent the request to Salahim Sentinels asking you to patrol the ruins. Oh, there's that too. Seems the immortals stationed at the staging points have taken a liking to you. Your name was at the top of the list for candidates. Mr. Mrpierso, if we can find these missing candescences? Aht Urghan. No, the entire Aradija continent may know the paradise of peace once again. Get said hands me an astral compass. That astral compass will lead you to a candescence, but be warned. The device is not set to respond to faint astral waves. The astral wind that blows from the candescence reaches far across the land, even as it weakens in intensity. Picking up these waves would help little in pinpointing a location, so you will only receive a response when you are close to the source. I'm sure you can see why your position as a mercenary with duties across the continent will prove invaluable. I ask that you carry the astral compass with you at all times. It's in my key items bag, I don't have a choice, man. Ah yes, the device has been constructed to ignore the emanations from the candescence in Alzabi. You have your mission. The future peace of the Near East is riding on your success. One more thing, Mr. Mrpierso. Do not reveal my position as the chief of the A.A.R.I. We should not even acknowledge each other on the street. I value my quiet existence in the automaton workshop. Fair enough, my friend. It's an interesting choice of view. Amnaf. Tell the Grand Vizier that the bell has been set. Understood. Okay, so getting that long cutscene done and getting that astral compass technically puts us on the next mission, Aht Urghan mission number 10, I believe. Yeah, mission number 10, which would be Astral Waves. I'm just going to confirm that that's what we have here. Yep, Astral Waves. But before we leave this area, the guide does recommend that if you haven't done it already, to go and hit up some staging points. So we're supposed to go to Alzadaal Hotel 8, Map 7, Portal Alpha, then Alzadaal Hotel 9, Map 10, Portal Echo. So basically after the cutscene, proceed and take the left portal northwest twice. Assuming we're able to go into this big, large room. Perfect. This is such a cool place. This is not at all what I expected it was going to be. The hell are these? Oh my gosh. Apex Archaic Cog seems to be level 143? Damn. That's, wow. I don't even know if those things are aggressive, and I kind of don't want to find out, so moving on. Use this device. So we're on a new map. Baflau Remnants. Okay, so we used that. Basically, after cutscene, proceed, take the left portal, north, and then the west portal twice. Okay, let's take this portal. I think we're on yet another new map. So now we have to go south and head east until it bends south. Through the door and go east until you reach Gilded Doors. Go inside the big room and take either runic portal to the east back to Aht Urghan Whitegate. So we'll be attuning to another portal. Oh, and I'm picking up some mobs here. Okay, these ones are in the level 70 range. Those 143 ones back there, I would suspect, are probably ones they threw in after the fact just to give, like, level 99 players something worthwhile to fight out here. Which is cool that they did that. Okay. So, going east, head east until it bends south. Even if we do take a bit of a wrong turn in here, I'm not too concerned, because I'm quite enjoying looking around this place. This is fascinating. Like the architecture, just the colors, the look of it, the technology that's just been sitting here lost to time. Quite fascinating. Oh, we've got some Cacaroons in here too, wandering around. I wonder if these guys are aggressive. Nope. Nope, just wandering around in it with a knife out. Okay. Bend south through the door and go east until you reach Gilded Doors. So I think they're talking about... this big space over here, but I may stand corrected. We'll see. Jeez, I wonder how much work, labor, and resources went into making this place. This looks quite involved. Definitely nicer to look at than some of the Zillart structures we've been to. It's just that plain, bland, white cermet stone. Nizal Isle Staging Point. This gate guards an area under Imperial control. Okay, so I think this is what we're looking for here. So, not necessary for the mission that we're doing right now, but this will be necessary to have for activities later. So we might as well just get it while we're here. Okay, I see some other players here. And we'll just go over to one of the runic portals here and head back to Aht Urghan. Just want to take a look at this. This is so cool. Kind of gives me like a Bioshock vibe. You're down in like Rapture, underneath the ocean, underwater city. You can see out the windows and stuff. It's pretty cool. Don't mind me as I geek out. Okay, let's attune to this runic portal, and then we will make sure we don't forget Ragecat, otherwise she will kill me. Mrpierso has attuned himself to the runic portal and opened a path from the Nizal Isle staging point to the Chamber of Passage.
And that's all you know? Withholding information will not bode well for you.
Cacaroon always best being info when Clink Clink and man of your reputation involved. Bearded Huma and Mithril Lady be running errands for the Sentinels. On Cacaroon's honor, yeah.
I may have further use of your surveilling eyes. Until then, you do best to remember where your loyalties lie.
Ooh, clink clink.
My Rekka, why do you persist in this meaningless pursuit? Was it not I that pulled you from a life of misery, one of poverty? Your existence was fruitless, with no future to behold. You clawed desperately for scraps in a world that wanted nothing more than to toss you aside like festering garbage. And yet, it was I that saw potential in you, that offered you a place with us, with me. I took you as my initiate, trained you, turned your weakness into strength, your uncertainty into a will of iron. I gave you purpose. I gave you everything. All our training, all the memories we built, our time together, lost me into something more. Enough of this. I've been more than generous. I've given you time to ponder your next move. My Rekka, I hope you've weighed your options carefully. We'll be seeing each other again real soon.